talked to Coach Cronin as we shook hands at the end of the game, and I said, they should shoot the two of us for calling ourselves college hockey coaches after that game tonight. I didn't think I've seen their team play, and I know they've played much better than they did tonight. They played great the first, until we got a goal, and then they kind of let us take it over, and then we got up 4-2, and then we let them get back. There was no thoroughness for 60 minutes. Both teams looked pretty good at times, and I thought Northeastern looked great to start the game while we were back on our heels watching. I thought the number one star, I don't know who got the number one star, but I thought the number one star for us, which is very unusual when you go, he gives up 4 goals, but I thought Karen played extremely well tonight. He made some huge saves. They got some great chances. At one time they were out shooting us something like 15-3 and 30 to 12 or something. So he had to keep that game close for us, and he did. We got some pretty good efforts from a lot of guys tonight at times. There are other times when the best part about this game for me was the way we came back and got up 4-2. The worst part about this game was how we played after we got up 4-2. We acted like everything was all set, and we were playing on the wrong side of the puck and kind of let them get momentum back. Not only did they get the goal, but they got momentum back possession-wise and that stuff. And they had lost it all, not just on the scoreboard, but on the time of possession in their end. We had taken that over, and then we literally let them back in that. And obviously there's no quitting their club either, so both teams are resilient. And we were fortunate to get the last goal. And the nice thing about that was it was, dare I say it, a power play goal that won the game for us. So I knew that it was going.
So this is already the 6th come from behind win this year, which is more than you had all last season. But would have been a little bit more satisfying. Well, I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing, isn't it?
It would have been more satisfying if we made it 5-2 when the game was over that way. And Joey Pereira had that on his stick too, and they opened that. Yeah, it would have been nicer if we didn't let him back in it and then have to come back. But even then, when we let him back in it, it was nice to see the resiliency again. We didn't say, "Oh my God, we're going to gag him. We're going to lose this game." I thought we played pretty hard after that too.
But still, 3 of the last 4 games, you've gone down 2-0 in the first period.
I know that.
You mentioned last week heading into the BC series that you thought if those 2 games swung big in one direction or the other, it could have a big effect on a team. And you guys did come out seemingly a little bit flat tonight. Do you think there was any of that, or was that?
That is the understatement of the year. We came out like we were the Belmont Phantoms and they were the Montreal Canadiens. We came out standing around watching them, and they were dominating in every phase of the game. They were offensive opportunities, shutting us down. We couldn't get a shot. We weren't skating at all, and they were skating. And it was as bad it was exactly what I was afraid of. And it didn't, Monday and Tuesday in practice, we purposely kept it late and kept them going. But I think they were afraid, wow, what if we lose this game, And then they're down 2-0. And after they were down 2-0, they pulled themselves up by the bootstraps. So it was a good effort that way. But I'll tell you, that first 12 minutes of that first period was scary bad for us.
I think that penalty kill with Northeastern up 2-0 was a huge turning point for your team.
I told the team that. I thought that during the end of the first period I told them that, and I told them that at the end of the game. And we didn't execute. They got some pretty good chances. Karen made a couple of big saves, but we did a good job when we had to getting in shooting lanes, and that got us going a little bit. And obviously we got 2 before the period is over, and I think it was a direct result. If they get 3 there, probably the game was over. Number 1, number 2. That gave us some energy, because that was the first time we skated. So, if you're down a man, you got to skate a little bit more. So our guys skated, and I thought that was a big part of the turnaround for us.
Call timeout after the Warsawski embellishment penalty. What did you say to your team?
I talked to him about, we get up 4-2, and now we're playing on the wrong side of the puck. We're trying to grab the puck and go. We're trying to make it 5, 6, 7. I want to get my goal now. We acted like we were getting a little selfish or thinking about offense only. And the reason why we went from 2-0 to 4-2 was we were playing thorough. And now all of a sudden, if there was a guy with the puck, and here's my goal, I tried to grab it on this side of him and go, and all of a sudden he still had it. Instead, I should have went on this side and play between my man and the net all the time. And we weren't doing that. We were trying to grab pucks and go, and we had a guy who could, some real good offensive moments tonight, but also gave him 2 goals with bad back checks and bad reads in the zone. Because we were just swinging around playing shinny hockey. That was after it was 4-2.
Coach, when it was right after they got that fourth goal in the third period, you guys got one shot early in the third period. You didn't get another shot on goal until you were on that power play late. Can you just talk about what happened with the transition game and the offense in the third period and what?
I think we were back on our heels again. Again thinking, what if we lose this game? And I kind of backed off because I didn't like the fact we weren't getting the people a 2-1-2 forecheck, so we went to a conservative 1-2-2 forecheck. And when did they get the goal to tie it up? What was it?
A little less than 5 minutes in.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, and I thought they started. The whole period was their way for a while. But as I say, we kept after. We were fortunate to get a W.
Coach Magnieto now has 3 goals in his last 3 games, 4 in his last 5. Obviously, he was kind of struggling to finish early on. Just talk about his tournament.
I think one thing, the puck is going in the net, but he was getting a lot of chances earlier, and I kept telling him, look, just keep going the way you're going. The puck is going to go in the net for you. I think the same thing is going to happen to Megan, too, who's been getting some good opportunities and playing pretty hard, and he hasn't scored in a while. So Nieto is a very, very good offensive player, and he's got that extra speed that gets him free, and he's got that extra gear that gets him away from people, and I think that he's really confident in that now. And, obviously that's a pretty nice line that he's playing with Charlie and Chiasson, too. So. And they're playing the power play, the #1 power play unit all the time, too. So, I mean, Charlie made a pretty nice play tonight on the winning goal. And once again, I thought Clendenning played well tonight. I thought Sahir Gill played very well again tonight. So there's all our freshmen giving us a good effort again.
Coach, speaking on those goals, it seemed that the passes tonight on the goals were reminiscent of what we saw early in the season. Tic-tac-toe, nice finishes, nice passes to set up the finish.
Well, there was that on the goals. There wasn't enough of that. We could have shot the puck more. We could have made a few more, better decisions with the puck. But the goals we got, and we have the capability of making. The thing I like was we were going to the net when they were happening, and we were trying to get there with speed. We weren't playing in the periphery, making pretty plays, But we do have the ability to move the puck, and we do have the ability to make plays when you're supposed to make plays.
Mentioned going to the net with speed. Santana got his first goal on chasing his own rebound. Just talk about him getting off the schneid.
We play on Monday's practice. We played a thing called shadow ball, which if you're a Ken Burns aficionado, you know what I'm talking about. What we do is we scrimmage without a puck. So everybody plays a game of hockey and passes and making like you're making passes, and it's like playing Pepper without a ball, so we did that, and Santana got a goal in shadow ball, and I stopped the practice and said that the gates are going to open up for Ryan now. They're going to come hot and heavy for him now. He finally got a goal, and we presented him with a puck. There was no puck, but we presented him with a puck. And it was nice to see. He works hard. It's nice to see him get a goal. And he got it the way he's going to have to get goals, and a lot of other guys are going to have to get goals in this team. Shoot the puck and go to the net.
Coach, only 1 loss at home in the first half of the season. Do you feel that your guys have exceeded expectations?
I think that if we can get the RPI game, this will have been a very, very, very good and beyond my expectations first semester for us because we're so young. I told my team right in the dressing room, I really like my team, no matter what our record is, because of the resiliency factor. We don't wilt. That seems funny to say after what happened to us last home game, yeah. But that was the only time that's really happened to us. And I do feel that we are going to be a better team second semester, and these guys are going to grow into it better and be more confident. But they still have they keep competing at the most opportune times. They keep competing, and that's something that we really need. That's what makes a winner. And once again, it's a 1-goal game. I can't tell you, what do we have, 8 wins? I think probably 5 of them at least, or maybe 6 of them are 1 goals. And we have 4 or 5 ties. So there's 11 games we played this year that are 1-goal games or tie games. For a young team to be able to do that is pretty good.